artificial intelligence is amazing. It's extremely powerful. I use ChatGPT probably dozens of times a day. Everybody that uses ChatGPT or one of the other AI engines to do their job becomes more efficient and over time gets more purchasing power. Eventually, everybody uses AI and everyone's better off. The people who are late adopters to AI will not have the same bump in productivity that the early adopters do, because by the time the late adopters get around to it, everybody else has already adopted. Okay, so getting back to inflation, how does this affect inflation? Well, so what happens is the Cantillon effect or Cantillon effect or whatever it's called. It means you're better off if you're closer to the money printer. So those people are harmed, meaning they have less purchasing power. They're not actually harmed. They just they don't get free money anymore under a Bitcoin standard. So those people, they lose purchasing power and the Bitcoiners gain it. Prices in US dollar terms do rise over time. So that's going to happen anyway. And whether people move to a gold standard, a Bitcoin standard, any standard you move to that does not involve somebody magically money printing is going to result in prices rising. And the existing system that does involve magic money printing involves prices rising. So you have to look at what prices are rising. The prices are not rising as measured in ounces of gold. Prices are not rising as measured in Bitcoin. All of the prices in the world are already falling over time as measured by scarce money. The only reason the prices are rising is because they're measured in US dollars that are not scarce. So as we move to a hard money system, the US dollar prices will continue to rise, but that is not the fault of Bitcoin or of gold or of any sound money. That is the fault of the US dollar and the people who control it, because they will not stop printing money. Does Bitcoin cause inflation? The answer is no. It shifts purchasing power away from the money printer and toward the adopters of new technology. It shifts that purchasing power, but it does not increase aggregate purchasing power in the near term. It does in the long term because the economy works way better on a sound money system. Will the prices rise as measured in ounces of gold? No. Will the prices rise as measured in Bitcoin? No. Will the prices rise as measured in US dollars? Yes, unless the US dollar is tied to gold or to Bitcoin or to something scarce. So as long as the dollars are not tied to something scarce, the prices will rise in dollar terms. But again, that's not a problem because all you have to do is switch to a sound money. So that doesn't apply to you. So if somebody said, yeah, but as Bitcoin's purchasing power increases, the US dollar cost of everything is increasing, I would say, yeah, there's a very simple solution to that. Whoever has a problem with that should switch to a Bitcoin standard, because then their prices are falling with the rest of us.